You must think me some sort of freak. A girl who can bring dead men back to life. Whose only acquaintance is a giant bird creature. It must seem ridiculous.
You just got dealt a bad hand.
I am not going back to that tower no matter what happens.
They won't stop until they have you.
Why? What did I do to them?
You frighten them.
Good.
This is what they want, brothers. To keep you so hungry.
What up, guys? It's Ben and Owens here, bringing you episode 12 of my Bioshock Infinite Let's Play, and we're just gonna keep moving along to the game here. Now, do a few more gun battles, and overall, just keep playing. So this whole thing is, it's looking like we're about halfway done with it. There's quite a lot more videos I have done. As I've mentioned before, I already have the game beaten. I just need to record all of these voiceovers and just crank them out and render them out. Of course, rendering takes a long time, but with the newly discovered ability of batch rendering, it's absolutely amazing. So right now we're in Shantytown, and we need to go recover the gunsmith's tools, and it's through a place right here. So yeah, so again, we're just fight off some of the people. Again, this area is really poor, and it reminds me a lot of the Hoovervilles, from history. Hoovervilles, and they were basically just places, outskirts, mostly tents or slum areas during the Great Depression, and they were called Hoovervilles because the President Herbert Hoover, at the time when the stock market crashed and when the Great Depression really started, so they named it after him just to be a little funny. just to spite him. And he's arguably one of the more infamous presidents. Sorry there, my voice is going a little out right there. I'm talking a lot today, Okay, so it's really cool because I really love this game, and exactly as mentioned earlier, I love time period pieces really, and it goes to movies as well. I think a lot of people dislike Captain America, but I really enjoy it because I like World War II, and I really like especially early American stuff, early United States periods. I think what was it whereas Bioshock 1 really talked about the philosophy of Ayn Rand. I have no idea how to say her name, but Ayn Rand, who wrote books like Atlas Shrugged and The Fountainhead. So they had a lot of that one, and it's also similar. The main villain, Andrew Ryan, was basically named after her, or inspired by her. Whereas this game, so it goes in her whole philosophy, and I'm not going to pretend I understand. I read her, so whereas this game is more based on, it's really interesting. I'm getting into some philosophy talk right here. Whereas Bioshock 1 is really focused on society as a whole. Is focused on, I'm sorry, I'm getting myself mixed up here. Bioshock 1's focused on the individual and what the individual can do. This game is really focused on society as a whole and doing the good for society. So I think what the philosophy for this one is, especially with regards to the religion, it's the American, I think, exceptionalism. Okay, yeah, that I've learned. So it's like America is basically better than everyone else, and it's a specific thing is to spread freedom. And yeah, so especially since the religion and stuff, so it's really inspired by that. And yeah, so again, the philosophy is a little bit different, but it's really good actually. I really enjoy the city. It's as a whole, and basically the whole plot is really deep when you think about it and stuff like that. I don't know why I shot that guy. Shot that guy's dead body. That was kind of funny. So yeah, so again, I'm just really, it's funny how a game where you basically shoot people and it's pretty violent and it's such a, like a deep thinker, or not necessarily a deep thinker, but it goes a lot farther down than what you think it would be, and it's really cool. I really enjoyed playing. I really love the first Bioshock as well. I've mentioned that a bunch of times before. Yeah, so we are moving in. We're moving on here, and
Open it.
you know, just keep moving on. We gotta take out these couple turrets in front of, I think this is the police headquarters. And these will fuck you up, but there's RPGs all around, and overall,
Go ahead.
it's fairly easy. If you see, like, right here, I'm just poking myself out and, you know, shooting my RPG, because there's RPGs everywhere, really, and there's no excuse for not having them. So, let's use these sky rails. Man, these sky rails, I was really afraid of how they were going to control when I first started seeing, like, the gameplay from this. And yeah, so I was really afraid of how they were going to control, but these are some of the best, like, game mechanics I've ever played. They just, it's so nice playing on them because you have such a degree of control, and I just freaking love this game. Of course, like, the whole internet is like jerking it over this game, you know, the whole circle jerk, but how good this is. But it really is a good game, and I really recommend anyone get it. I really recommend picking it up as soon as possible, especially to avoid some of the story spoilers. But I suppose if you are watching this Let's Play, you've already either played the game or you don't really care. Like, or you don't really care, or you've already had it spoiled, or you don't really care about spoilers, basically. So yeah, okay, fucking these goddamn little balloon turrets are just, they fuck me up every time. I need to get better. I think what a good strategy, well, not even balloon turrets, I think those are just regular turrets, or those enemies. Oh no, I can't really tell right now based on the video. So let's go over here. Oh, it's a Washington guy. Oh man, these things, yeah, that's a thing. That's an enemy. Oh man, these things, just God, they're a little bit powerful, but they're not, I would say they're a lot easier to take out than some of the RPG guys or the gun volley guys. And just overall, it's pretty easy pickings, especially since if you can just spam your shock jockey and just shoot them, you can take them out pretty fast, especially if you have a shotgun up close. It's my pro tip of the day. So let's hear, just riding this rail down. I'm pretty much have this whole area. There's just like this one guy up here. There's a couple guys up here. But oh well. So let's see. Oh, okay, good. They you got to go right in front of the door and they'll hop down, which is really good because I don't want to really fight them. So let's pick this lock and enjoy this. So sorry about the awkward pause right there. There's some children playing outside very loudly. Of course, you won't be able to hear this on the mic. Well, because I'm using a headset mic. Astro A40. Shout out to Astro. Freaking yeah. Okay, so for gameplay wise, for other stuff I've been playing, so I beat this game. So I'm gonna start a hard playthrough soon enough. Just not this week because my spring break is ending, so I'm not going to have enough time really to start another playthrough. So I'm trying to just speed my way through Far Cry 3 right now and get a little bit further in that because I started that this spring break as well, and I really been enjoying Far Cry 3. The bow is super fun to use. That's my favorite weapon in that game. And then also gameplay, I got Slender the Arrival, which I recommend picking up if you like the first Slender the 8 pages. This one is more of an actual game. There's like a few stages where you have to like look for evidence, and then there's a classic stage where it throws you back to finding 8 pages. So, and then there's another one that I'm stuck on right now where you have to activate a few generators, and you're getting chased by Slenderman, and he has like a familiar now, and it's like this creepy zombie thing that looks like something out of The Grudge. The Grudge, or The Grudge, yeah. I was right. I was going to say the grunge, and I'm like, this was not Nirvana. Sorry about that stupid joke right there, but yeah. So I've been playing that. I really recommend getting that, especially indie game. I think it costs $10 right now. If you already have it, you could have been like me. I pre-order it for $5 and you get the game for $5. But now it's full price, $10, and I'd really recommend getting it. I think it's well worth the price, and I'm getting a lot of entertainment out of it, even though it's a little bit more difficult. But it's scary as fuck. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a let's play on that. I was attempting to do one, but I gotta find out some. I gotta make sure test some computer settings first before I do that. Yeah, so yeah, because I attempted to do a let's play today, and Fraps was recording at like 5 frames a second, so I need to mess with my graphic settings in that, so to find a good one where I can get a good smooth running picture. So let's play versus. I know it's been a while for those, but we're continue moving along. It's a little bit difficult because it's hard for us to get together, but usually whenever we hang out, we do a let's play versus. So expect more of those in the future. We're having a difficult time finding games to really do it in, and I know it's a little bit weird to say, but yeah, we're just still trying to move along with those. Okay, so sorry, I'm getting all weird here. I think my contact popped out of my eye. That's not worth it when I'm recording a voiceover. That's not cool.
All done.
Okay, so you notice, there's lockpick, and there's some gear in here, gun, and another infusion. So, yeah, I apologize for not getting all the audio logs and the infusions, but I kind of played this, I beat this game, like the next day after it came out. So, I'm pretty sure, by now, was the weekend after it came out, there's guides already that have everything, but I didn't do it. I didn't want to look it up because I was afraid of getting spoiled, and I managed to avoid all the internet spoilers, which is an amazing thing. And yeah, so again, if you're watching this, I really hope it hasn't been spoiled for you, because this is a great game, and the ending is pretty good, and then overall the whole story as a whole is pretty good. It takes a couple things catch me by surprise, or other things are very subtly hinted, and it's really great. And I really recommend the story, because I know a lot of people dismiss Bioshock games as just a normal shooter, or especially if people were ignorant about it. But great story. I was really surprised. I'm pretty sure I'm overselling the game right now, because it really just came out. But I really would recommend it. I'm pretty sure in a few months, it won't be considered the second coming of Jesus. But I'm still saying it. I'm still fairly confident that it's gonna remain one of the better games, especially for this generation of systems and this generation of consoles. Okay, so again, we're just exploring right now. There's not too much more time left in this video. Just exploring this whole area right here. This is a very unimportant cutscene. It's just saying that the machinery is a little bit too heavy to move. So yeah, saying that the machinery is just a little bit too heavy to move, so we can't get it back to the shop. So we're gonna have to figure out another thing to do. And again, we're still doing this whole quest to get guns for the Vox, which is taking a long time. It's a fairly significant portion of the game, doing all this whole thing. Okay, so it's exploring, pick up some lockpicks. It's always a good idea to explore in video games. You can use your extra stuff. You can use extra stuff, use extra lockpicks, and yeah. So that about wraps up this video, guys. So I'll see you later.